They look like any other Indonesian teenagers, but these brave young men are residents in a heroin rehab center just outside of the Indonesian capital, Jakarta. Some of them are HIV positive from the infected needles that they share.
Ada barang, ada jarum.
Undi, a former heroin addict, says, if we have the drugs, we have the needle, then we use it. Sometimes there is still other people's blood on it, but we use it anyway. Injecting drug addiction such as heroin is a growing problem among youth in Indonesia. Most of these drug users have very little awareness of the virus, which is why needle sharing is a common practice. Now, the ones who are infected have to learn to live with the virus that strips away the body's immune system.
Virus di dalam tubuh saya ya.
Hussein, another recovering addict, says that the virus has taught him to take better care of himself. He learns to monitor his health and heed the warning signs. The young people attending this rehab center get counseling on HIV/AIDS, but this is far from enough for a country like Indonesia where awareness is very low. Some local experts say that up to 250,000 Indonesians are living with HIV. The latest data also shows that up to 50% of injecting drug users in Indonesia are HIV positive. Most of them are college and high school students. And since they have little knowledge of what HIV is, it's very easy for the disease to spread. If HIV has real symptoms, then there won't be many people like me. I would not have known that I had HIV if my husband and baby did not die. There are more and more Indonesian women like Tari who got the virus from their heroin-injecting husbands. That's why HIV activists say that increasing awareness among drug users is key to stopping the AIDS epidemic. In this center in central Jakarta, they give out free needles to heroin addicts. This is a difficult campaign to do in a relatively conservative country like Indonesia. But activists say that this needs to be done since the rise of HIV infection among drug users affects infection rate in the rest of the population. AIDS activists in Indonesia are also targeting the sex workers. Here's activist Joyce Jailani Gordon.
Among sex workers in Indonesia, their prevalence rates were also increasing. What was only below 1% in the beginning of 99, began to increase by 3% to 5% and continue to increase. So there's a direct link among the IDUs with the other populations.
This clinic in West Jakarta is surrounded by massage parlors. Here they provide sexually transmitted disease counseling and testing for sex workers. But they say it's not easy to get sex workers to come to the clinic, even at the discounted price of only around $2 per visit. AIDS activists in Indonesia also believe that the government is not serious in handling this rising epidemic. They also worry that the Indonesian people's denial of the rampant sex and drugs existing in society will make matters worse.
Yang bikin AIDS jadi ada obatnya cuma
The only cure for AIDS is education, says Hussein. And I really hope that people would stop stigmatizing HIV-positive people like me. Look at me. I'm positive, but I'm doing something with my life. So stop that negative outlook on people with AIDS. If you don't know about HIV, it's time to ask. If you want, you can even ask me.
waktu saya mau kasih tahu.
Patsy Widakuswara, VOA News.